Hey, what's going on, everybody? Boilon here and back for another video on Marvel Strike Force. Today, we're going to be talking about something that I think the community has been talking about quite a bit, both on Reddit and on my own Discord, and even a little bit in my Alliance Discord. This is the Ghost Rider Robbie Reyes event, of course, that is ending tomorrow. It's ending pretty soon. Anyways, so there's been a lot of complaints about the orb, about the odds of actually getting Ghost Rider in the orb itself, and why this is a terrible orb, an event orb in general, compared to some of the other orbs that were actually shards dropped for the character, such as, you know, the recently Miss Marvel campaign event orb. And I want to go on a limb and say that this orb isn't actually any different. It's not much different. I'm going to say that from the Kid Loki event that we had that was also through the arena, but there's a little bit differences. It's actually a little bit worse, and I want to talk about why people just really feel bad about this event in this orb. So if you're ready to go, let's boil this down. Now, first off, you know, there's basically been a Reddit post every day, almost every day, if not every day, on Reddit about this event, about the orb, and what it contains, or people just not getting shards for Ghost Rider. You know, it just doesn't feel good, right? And so I think some of the changes that they made with this event compared to the last time this event ran was that now there's 65 shards of Ghost Rider within the milestone itself. And we're going to go over some of the numbers. It's a little bit different than when I had my event video because things have changed. For example, like the in-game offers didn't appear on the first day, and so they're compensating that with 3 purchases of 1,000 arena credits for 3,000 milestone points. We'll talk about that too, because for some people that's actually a lot daily, and especially if you didn't know you needed to hold this much beforehand. We'll get into that as well. So this is a little bit of a retrospective of this event. So this was like the first major post. I kind of went back about 4 or 5 days just to see any of the upvoted posts that were like above 50 or 60 upvotes, and I just wanted to kind of share that. So Hell Rider orbs are bullshit. Opened my 3 Hell Rider orbs and got 40 Spider Weaver, which under normal circumstances wouldn't be that bad. From the center, F you, Scopely, done with your trash. Some of the top comments, you guys got, yeah, so this is like one of the first posts regarding that. The second one, this one got a lot more. Now, you can't see it. It's just cut off, but it's 165 upvotes. Stop, and this was 4 days ago, stop doing character event orbs with no guaranteed drop. This type of event orb needs to be changed to give a guaranteed minimum drop for the event character. Feels bad enough when you only get a drop of 3 shards, but when you do get that flash of gold only to see 5 farmable Cersei shards, you're just trolling us. 40% chance you can get 0 Robbie Reyes shards from the event orb is just deliberately scummy. How does this encourage people to try harder or spend money to buy additional orbs? At least you've added enough shards in the milestones that players can get an unlock, unless they're extremely unlucky. I will go on. I did actually want to verify whether or not this part was accurate, and it's not. It's actually closer to 50%. So I did do the math on what are the odds of you getting Robbie Reyes shards, Ghost Rider shards. It's 50.4%. So it's roughly 50-50 that you either get shards for him or you don't. And that's just basically calculating the percentage of all of the chances, essentially, of him dropping at all. Not how many shards, but just like the fact that it would actually drop a shard. Now, the estimated value of the orb is also a little bit less than the Loki orb. It's 4.96. The Loki orb was 5.18. The reason for this, and I double checked this myself, and the reason for this is because they decreased the chances of some of the higher drops. And so that overall brought the total number down a little bit. It's only about 10%. I mean, it's like 0.2, but I guess over the course of, you know, however many orbs, you know, that might, I don't know, be like 5 to 10 shards or something like that over the course of it, possibly. That's just average luck, of course. Now, some things that have changed is that the amount of total milestone points you can get in this event is actually more. I put it at 69,000, but I actually think that I'm going to probably get the second reset charge. I believe I will. I have 2 payouts left. As of recording this video, I actually have 2 payouts left. I have like one pretty soon coming up in the morning, because mine's in the morning, and then I have another one after that. So I get about 7,000, maybe 8,000 orb fragments. That's 16,000 possibly, plus one more set of 3,000. So 16, 19,000. That's 74,000. I'm just going to get the second reset charge free to play. And so not only do I get this stuff, but of course I'm getting the extra 20,000 TVA points. And so I do like how these, at least for the August month long, how this worked with the event shop. And so I think from that perspective, I like that. I like the event milestone. I don't like the orb though. And I think that based on that, the estimated value, let's go back to the estimated value of the orb, which is 4.96. This isn't significantly different from the Miss Marvel orb, which is, I don't know if I have it listed here or not, actually. From the Hala one. Yeah, I don't. I think it's on one of my other sheets. But, I didn't bring it up. I don't think it's that much different, right? Because the estimated value of the side frags, of the side shards, was like 1.2 or something, 1.2, I believe, for the side pillars, for the orbs, and then whatever's in the middle. So I think that's kind of what should have happened for the Ghost Rider orb, or going forward, what we should have for this is we should have maybe 1 to 2 on the sides, on both sides, so you get 2 to 4 on the sides at all times, every single orb, so you never get 0, because I think that's the problem with this event, and that's the problem with how this was rolled out. Again, it's not that much different from what Kid Loki's event was. I just think that now this is the second time around, people are kind of get, reasonably so, pissed off about that by getting that 0 in the middle. And actually, in fact, I believe all of the orb drops are gold, I think. And I don't know why this pissed people off before. I don't remember what character event it was for. Maybe it was Beta Ray Bill. But I remember that when we had character event orbs and you opened it and like everything was gold and you get like 2 shards of gold, and it really pissed people off. So I don't know why they can't like change the colors for that, because oftentimes, we're visual people. And so when you open an orb and you're getting a gold drop and you think that's going to be something good and it turns out to be something trash, I think people are understandably upset about that, I would think. And so that's caused some of the problems in this event as well. I do want to go over some of the other major upvoted comments. And so I like to see old shitty characters removed from these event orbs too. It's actually not that bad. I mean, there's Kang, right? Kang's in here. But there's some other characters that we don't necessarily... Kang's probably the best character in here. Spider-Weaver's not bad for like other characters, but there is some questionable choices in here. Like Emma Frost. Why is she in there? Like, so it could be worse, but like, of course, on the left and the right, it's like, what the hell is all this crap? Like, it might as well be an event campaign orb. That's what it feels like. It feels like an event campaign orb. It's not bad when there's like guaranteed 10 shards on the side, but most of these aren't characters that we really care too much about or really need. So that's part of the problem as well. Opened 4 Hell Rider orbs and got 7 Ghost Rider shards. What the fuck is this? 136 upvotes. I got 25 Emma and 20 Icarus shards. I don't know what they're doing. And I guess in Scopely math, that's a win. Opened 4, got a big fat 0. Amazing experience. This game has a way of punching you in the nuts. 4 orbs, 0 shards. So given the fact that you have a 50% chance, more or less, to not get it, then it's not surprising. You could go 4 orbs and not get that. I don't know what I would have to multiply the odds in a row of that doing it, but it is lower, but it definitely is possible. Everything's possible under statistical odds, right? And so don't get me started on gold orbs. And so this one, yeah, open 6 Hell Rider orbs and 0 Ghost. I didn't open this, but I'm assuming it's not good. There we go. There's the photo of the guy opening 6 Ghost Rider orbs and got just a bunch of character shards. What the hell? That's bad luck. According to the odds, you have just over a 1 in 3 chances of getting 0 shards of Ghost Rider. So hopefully the next well, again, like based on my math, unless I screwed up, I'm pretty sure it's 50% chance of getting any Ghost shards. Ghost Rider shards at all. But again, maybe I went too quickly. Who knows? It seems that other people are posting things that aren't quite close to 50%. But anyways, if you look at the details, more than half the time you hit... Oh, okay, well, no, okay, that doesn't really go... Anyways, doesn't matter. Next one, and this is more recently, Hell Rider orbs, 3 Robbie shards in 4 orbs, WTF. It does suck. It sucks. So we're going to get the unlock, though. 0 shards of the featured character from 4 orbs is a world-class bad experience. We play games for a positive dopamine hit, not to be made angry or feel sad. Just kind of rewriting that a little bit. The minimum for the Hell Rider orbs should be 1. Actually, it should be 2. Should be 2 to 4. Should be just like the event campaign orbs, like I said earlier on. Right here, said it before, character event orbs should never have the possibility of getting 0 shards for the characters. Used to be 2. So the 2 drops, I believe, was related to the Blizz characters. And that might have been like the Photon one, and definitely Beta Ray Bill had like a minimum of 2 shards. And so, yeah, they definitely should not have event orbs where the minimum is 0, because it just feels really bad all around. That being said, it is a positive change over the Loki event. I just think that maybe people didn't care as much because it was a Bifrost Ray team, and maybe people knew that like 3-star was good enough to kind of a sim for that team. Whereas since this is an arena team, people care more about the shard drops that they get for this. But there's a total of 65 shards in here, which was, I believe, different to the 40 or 45 for Kid Loki. So it's an improvement of plus 20. Where am I at? I'm at this, and I still have probably 8 orbs to open, at least. I think, if my payout still remains in the top 50, which it should. And so I might get a 4-star. So understand, like for me, I've been, I think, pretty lucky. I think it's been pretty average. The EV is around 5-ish, just under 5. I think I pretty much got that. When I open 4, I tend to get anywhere from 15 to 20. And so that's just me. And so I've had some decent luck, but I know that not everyone has. Hopefully if you do, get the 65 shards plus whatever orbs you get, hopefully that gets you the unlock right. But there is going to be some people out there who get bad enough luck that maybe they might not. And that doesn't feel great. Maybe we just need to change the unlocks to 45 shards instead of 65 shards. I don't know. But I know that a lot of people are really unhappy about how this went down. People are talking about it still every single day. So if it comes back around for another character and this hasn't changed, or it somehow gets worse, I don't know how they're going to do that necessarily. Take some shards away again, I guess, off the milestone. And I hope that nobody's actually listening to this part of the of the video and actually picks up some suggestions about what to do. But yeah, I hope that doesn't come to pass. But this will probably come back again. This event style release will come back again. Yeah, honestly, it's only been a patch since it last happened with Kid Loki, so it's absolutely going to come back again. Might be as early as next patch, but who knows? I hope that Scopely has learned something from this a little bit, because obviously people are posting about this on a regular basis, and while it hasn't garnered a huge amount of attention, I would still say that there's enough people upset about this to maybe consider or warrant maybe another look. Maybe there could be some other people out there. Maybe the MSF PV movement could take a look at this. I don't know if they're still looking at event-based details, but this is something that I would raise personally if I had the chance to do that. So that's going to be the end of this video, and let me know in the comments down below how you've been doing in the Ghost Rider event. What's your shards looking at? Are you going to get a 4-star? Have you got really, really unlucky and you're just going to barely scrape by the 3-star? Let me know all that in the comments down below. And until next time, stay safe and healthy. I'll see you all later, and have a great rest of your Monday and start of the week. Boilon, signing out.